Why, hello everyone, welcome back to Side Quest and Lies of P. We have succeeded in bringing Vanini some closure for the whole parent murder thing. We have failed to impress some random merchant guy with our weapon inventory. And now it is time for us to climb further up the Endless Tower. The Infinitower, as I have decided to start calling it, but first, we have honestly neglected upgrading ourselves a little bit for the last couple episodes at least, and it is time to remedy that. I went out and even ground feels like a weird way to say it, grinded a bit for some more ergo, not to level up, but to level some weapons up more.
You're here.
You know. Because we have the full moonstones we need to get our favorite 3 maxed, question mark? Maxed. There it is. Plus 10. Beautiful. And plus 10. And a plus 10. Phenomenal. I assume the little different arrow symbol in the top right corner of their little icon down here means they are maxed out now. Or maybe that there's some way to upgrade them further later, who knows? But that is done. I'm also going to start investing some materials in our other kind of like elemental damage, heavier weapons that they started giving us lately, just because I'm curious. And we've got a lot of them lying around, so we might as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to take a little bit. Hang on. And 9. Beautiful. All right, so that's up to plus 9. So we can toy around with that one a little bit. What was the other one? There was another one. There is this, which can have some lightning. I should dabble a little bit, I guess, just to find the ones that are sort of leaning more into specific elements or not. But yeah, okay, this one was definitely one of them as well. I'm gonna need to buy some more upgrade materials to upgrade them, but let's like equip and use some of these a little bit just to sample their flavors. Like this one we've dabbled with a bit, but now it's all upgraded and such. I'm doing some fine damage per swing, love that. And doing fire damage per swing, also good. This one should, I assume, also be doing like acid damage with every swing. Yes? It's not a thing that has to be like activated, right? Or is it? Is it? Okay, so you have to use the Fable art on this one in order to get it to start doing acid damage temporarily. All right, that makes it slightly less enticing to me. And that's not even anything to do with the blade necessarily. That's just the handle's ability. So it could do that with... No, wait, that was the blade. That was the blade. The handles is absolute defense. My bad. So if we didn't like the moveset very much, and this is a little slow, but I guess standard greatsword length, but so we can do that to do some great damage and also be doing some acid damage from there. But yeah, if it's not doing it all the time, that does make it slightly less enticing to me as an option. Not like unenticing completely, but slightly less. Are there any other ones that dabble in fire, lightning, or acid damage in ways that are compelling? Yeah, okay, so that's what I thought. So the Coil Mjolnir head also has an ability it can use to, like, temporarily be imbued with lightning, but generally just a big heavy weapon that you gotta use a big skill. Then you got some lightning going for a bit. Cool and all, but not quite what I'm about. So it really might just be the Black Steel Cutter Blade right now that is most enticing to me as an alternative elemental toy. But the game ain't over, and there's DLC and everything, so we may yet find some other exciting ones. The important thing is we've got our weapons all upgraded. Here, we'll go with this for a bit, but we do need to... We can't be dual-wielding if we're using big ones. It won't work. It just won't. We got more stuff we can upgrade, though. For example, we have at least a couple of these. And I did promise, you know, that we would tinker with the puppet string some more. Curious though I am to... Actually, no, we're getting acid charge, at least. At least, because that one's been a pretty fun one in boss fights. But now that I got that, now next time we get a couple, we'll try adding some more to this. Maybe. We'll see how I'm feeling. I don't doubt that it's great. I just found some other ones that I'm quite enjoying. I've got a whole build theme going on. I've also got some quartz that needs to go in a puppet heart. Fine, P organ, whatever. You win, game. How's our portrait looking, by the way? Pretty absurd. We've built for ourselves a pretty good, like, bar for doing, like, chin-ups. Great for exercise. Otherwise, weird portrait. We got like 3 of these things now. Which means we can now bring 2 arms along with us. Huzzah! I have found the yellow, like, item type upgrades to be the least enticing. Generally, like, increased ergo, that's a no-brainer. Like, longer grindstone effect duration, even though I'm barely using those these days because I've got, like, elemental up on my weapons, like, all the time. Reduced item price. Like, there's a few that are good and a lot of other ones that have not enticed me much at all. But I guess we gotta pick one. Let's increase our consumable and or throwing object possession limit. Not because we're really running ourselves out super often, but this way we'll be even less likely to in the future, I guess. Actually, no. Effect duration. The few times I do use, like, one of these resistance ampule type things, having it last even longer, even better. And there's our spare Legion arm. Huzzah! 2 quartz left, though. What next? I guess it should be amulets at this point. Like, slots for it. There's a lot of things I want, but... Granted, I got enough quartz to, like, get one of these benefits now. And given we are still soaking up a lot of damage, this actually could be very beneficial. Plus, we are pretty near our weight limit a lot of the time for going from slightly heavy to just outright heavy, so I don't know how much capacity I have for... I guess if another amulet would... I could just use the, the weight reduction amulet in that 4th slot all the time. But, nah, this might have more immediate utility, especially since I can just get it unlocked now. And... you know, we have been running into weapon durability consumption issues in certain boss fights a little more often now. So maybe this would be worthwhile. And... part of me is tempted to get this one, naturally recovering durability of inactive weapons. because that would also kind of help. Like, if I got 2 weapons on me, which oftentimes I do these days, one of them's getting really low on durability, I could swap to the other. My only worry is that the recovery, like, natural recovery will be very slow, which in a, like, boss fight situation is not going to make much difference. By the time it's actually recovered enough to use it again, I may be dead or the boss will be dead. Depending on how fast it goes, and I just don't know. So maybe instead I will do this one. Enhanced guard regain recovery. Get our health back faster when hitting enemies. Yeah, that seems worthwhile. Especially with this skill ability thing we've just unlocked. Yay. Fun system. Is that everything? Have we done it? We might have. I'm going to say yes, although I will also...
No matter what fate serving her...
No, not even with you. I was going to spend some of this spare go, you might say, but shouldn't. I was going to spend some of it there on some more of the, like, upgrade stone materials just to have them and to not be carrying around too many. But I now recall there were a couple things that looked interesting to purchase from you, like these. We should get both of these. And potentially also these. I'm going to say yes. Why not? Let's just have the whole set. Beautiful. Then we can investigate our loadout here and see if any of this is better to be using. Like, that's better across the board, but heavier. But not too heavier. Perfection. There's not any others we've picked up since... No, okay. Sweet. I don't know how long we're going to be using Big Fire Sword here, but we have it now, might as well. Give it a spin. It is time to... Right, the tree fruit. I forgot. The tree fruit. There's... Nah. There. I got it. Now we're ready to go. Whew. This Infinite Tower is not going to climb itself. Okay. We're here again. Did I... Uh-huh. Remembered early that time. How nice. We're here again. And I know I lowered for myself a ladder of some kind somewhere. It was in the room. I'm going to need to figure out how to get to this place a little faster, but it was in the room. No thanks. They had the little light in it that we unlocked. It's going to be tricky to find, though. Puppets, I don't feel like fighting all of you again. I fought all of you so many times. I really hope I find where I'm looking for here, because otherwise I'm getting myself into quite a lot of trouble. Wait, that's a dead end. Never mind. Might have gotten myself into quite a lot of trouble. But maybe not. Maybe I'll get away with it. And no lessons will be learned by anyone. Well. Rats. Ow. Have some fire. Dying right here wouldn't be that inconvenient, really. I just don't want to. It would be embarrassing. Ha-ha! stop being. Thank you. Okay, well, that didn't work out. Where is that one cell? We unlocked it. It has, like, kind of some nice stuff in it, like a little desk and books and a little lamp. Where was it? Whew. They are pretty big hits. Where was it? Guys, I don't want to fight all of you again. I've fought you, again, so many times. There it is. And I don't know if this one's, the big one's coming back. No? Great. We did it. Right? Sorry. No. Wrong. My bad. That is not the way to go. Sorry, I went and I took a break to, like, eat some dinner. And cool the room down a little bit. And in so doing, apparently, I completely forgot how to get around this place. In fairness, I've barely known how to get around this place at any point. That continues to be true. But now we're going somewhere new. Hello. Whew. Butterflies. Ha-ha! They are pretty satisfying big hits, I gotta say. Okay, he's going to shoot. They're both going to shoot, and that's going to be a huge problem for me. What's down here? Don't love the sound of what's down here, but maybe it'll be worth being down here with all the bad noises. Maybe I'll like it. Ow. I was about to say, why do all of them get guns and I don't get a gun? But then I remembered the game has offered me a gun. Long ago, one of my arms could be a gun. But then I decided I wanted to do elemental stuff. Well, strength stuff and then elemental stuff. Technique stuff has never been what I'm about. Ooh. Red Fox's Amulet. +3 for motivity and technique. Oh, that's cool. I mean, not useful for me, but cool. An amulet that can be equipped on a puppet. The Wolf's family's swordsmanship that is passed down through generations is famous for being sophisticated and refined. The occasional blind spot that appears is a trick for an even deadlier attack, so one must be careful. I feel like I'm not going to be able to bribe my way out of that fight. I wish, but, nope. But no, probably going to be stuck doing that fight, and it's probably going to be a whole thing. I don't feel I've been thorough around here yet, but in order to be thorough, I worry I'm going to have to try to run across long things while under fire. Yeah, okay, well. Gonna have to do it. No choice. There's also Butterfly to entice us. Hey, Butterfly. No, that's new. I don't like it. Although I will take it over gun. Because yes, the gas can kill me, but it's not going to knock me off of this very scary, narrow path. So that could have been a lot worse. Whew. I feel like we're going to be back to our dagger before too long, but It is nostalgic swinging a big sword around again. I think we're gonna have to get up there and drop down. I don't think I can... Well, oh no, wait, it'll work from here. What do I know? And we're back here again. Hi. Ow. Big swings! Ow. Hoits. Ow. Man. At least they're weak to being on fire. Like most of us. Careful, there's a ledge. Man. You seem to have a hard time... Ow. I was going to say, you have a hard time hitting me on inclines like this, but then that stopped being true. Abruptly. Big hits! Yes! Satisfying. One of these days, just to shake it up, I feel like some fictional setting has to introduce this sort of cultish group of scientists, similar to the alchemists and groups we've seen in plenty other fictional settings, pursuing eternal life by some sort of unconventional and a little bit scary means. But then it turns out it was a great idea. It worked perfectly. No real downsides. I can't believe we didn't do this sooner. I don't know how you get much drama out of that. But the novelty value. That's something. Okay. 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 Move. Haha. You're in trouble now! Get out of here. Mine. Yes. We turn this off, please. You guys have designed the least practical Home Alone traps in the world. Flashy. But I have to question how much of y'all's, like, science budget has been allocated to this nonsense. I feel like this group should have higher priorities than gimmicky home defense. I can't lock onto you, so I trust you to actually be dead. And if you're not, like, what a wild choice of surprise attack spot. Uh-oh. Large mess. Ow. Ow. Big ow. Goodness. You hit very hard. Oh, boy, we are fighting for every inch of verticality we can get in this abbey. Oh! Whew, that was close. Very close. Things almost went very badly there. They've gone only mildly bad instead. Could be worse. There we go. I feel like if I was still using the... These guys provide us some very good ragdolls of all the enemy types. Top shelf. But yeah, I feel like if I was still sticking with the big heavy weapons, I probably would have invested more in the, like, those upgrades where, like, charge attacks do more stagger damage. Because if you can land those big hits, the damage is great, but boy, if you could also be in addition to that, just getting them all the closer to being able to do just the big visceral fury attack or whatever. Rage attack? I forget what they were called. Seems like it would be a good build idea. Almost back. Could climb a ladder, but I do feel like I want to... You coming? Well, you just got a whole, like, big chunk of a statue, huh? Or I guess it's a puppet. Could be both. I'm gonna take this. It's not even anything good that you're guarding. Have you just been living in here? Did they wall you in here and say, wait for someone to come and try to steal this saw blade? Explain your thinking. I'm gonna set you on fire now. Extremely fire. Yeah. Yowza. You do hit hard, though. What are you doing? Oh, I don't care for that at all. Whatever it was. Oof. Oof. Careful. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, big sword is doing work. The big sword is doing work. But okay, we've had our fun. Ascension continues. It must. We're never reaching the height of this, although I can see a top. I don't trust it to be the top, but it's... I think, anyway. Is it? Maybe it's not. Doesn't really look like sky. It's too dark. Nope. It's not even a top. It's just more Abbey. Did we confirm this place has a top before we started climbing it? Elevator. Okay. Ooh. And a goodie. All right. Let's go for a ride. Please go up. If this thing started taking me down, I was going to be very cross. Taking us a pretty long way, though. That's nice. Imagine how many fights this is helping us bypass. Well, all but one, it seems. Wow, and we got a stargazer like right here as well. I feel like this is going to be a mean fight. If they're putting one of these here and one of these right outside to save you a trip, this is going to be a thing. I was the first to be completed. I will hatch from the egg and fly into the new world. Don't know how long we'll stick with Big Sword in here. Maybe not long at all, but we'll give it a chance. Here we go. Oh boy. Hey, we found it. Yeah, it's gonna be an ordeal, though. Laxasia the Complete. Love your, like, copper armor that's, like, going all green. That's pretty cool. I forget the term for that at the moment. Alright, your back is pretty defended, I see. And you love your shocked explodies. I can set you on fire. Oh boy. Woo-hoo. Ow. Ow. Ongoing ow. Be on Mega Fire. Cook inside your pretty armor. Ow. I'm just gonna keep swinging my sword, and if you get in my way, it's your own fault. Nope. You missed. Ow. Ow. You definitely have another phase. There's like no way you don't. Ow. Ow. Gracious. It would feel very cool to break your weapon. Yoips. You have a lot of cool moves. Hey, and I broke your whole shield thing. That's nice too. Yikes. Yeah, that's a rad boss design. But I do worry it's going to get a lot meaner as soon as that health bar empties. Whoa. Or maybe sooner. Might get meaner sooner. Be on fire briefly. Yeeks. Nope. Too early. Too early. Ow. I'm okay. Hey-ya. Ouch. On fire some more is what you're going to be. Yeeks. Stay out of that. Ah, ha, ha, okay. Goodness. Okay. No! I almost had that health bar empty. You wouldn't have been dead, I don't think, but we almost got to see what else we were in for. Let's see how our lighter weapon combo does. And also, we don't need this in there. Why not? Nope. Too heavy for us. Let's actually drop this one and we'll stick with just the acid spear because we can set her on fire with our Legion arm. So this way we can try to stack up some different detrimental effects. Granted, she's pretty carcassed up. I don't know how much this is going to affect her, but we can try. Yeah. And lightning defense would be smart. Yep. All right. Feeling a little better about it. These are the same symbols as are on all the rest of this. Has she just been... Does it take a lot of symbols to write a very short sentence, or has she been writing it in here like Bart Simpson being held after school? That's for the Lies of P lore YouTube community to figure out. Not my problem. Let's go. All right, you are definitely susceptible to that too, which I do like. But also fire. Big fire. Yikes. Youch. Big fire, but big swings also. Goodness, you do got the big swings. I'm just gonna get out of the way of all that. I really want nothing to do with it. More fire for you! It is really cool you can break the shield on the back. Yeah, drat. A little too slow. Yikes! More fire. Nope. Ah, the reach. Oh, okay, nice. We're still breaking it. Love that. That should just be turbo poking more rather than trying to set her on fire with the arm. It's working a lot better. There we go. Phase 2. Oh boy.
Oh, Simon. Your sword, Vexasia, swears to protect this tower.
I see they wanted their own Lady Maria, Felinia, etc. Yikes. Okay. Yikes. Ah, okay. You moved pretty fast. Well, aren't you a speedy one? Okay, right. Should have known that was coming. Okay. Moves are a little spicier now.
The arm
Okay.
of God will awaken soon.
Yoips. Fast weapon does seem like a reasonably smart play, though, and she was getting poisoned pretty quick. Is there anything I want to do different? Like, obviously, gonna need that electricity protection as best we can get it. If we're not going to be able to set her on fire much, I think actually the other arm might be a better way to go. I guess we can equip both now, can't we? But fire's not really doing it for us tons in this fight. Let's hang on to it a little longer. Maybe if we could get her caught on fire, it would do more, but it does feel like just constantly attacking with the spear during those openings is gonna do more damage faster. So if I wanted to swap arms... There we go. Nice. Here we go. Let's get through this phase in a rush. So we can start learning how to deal with the second one. Yikes. Greedy. Catch.
Worship Hermanus.
I think staying and trying to parry all that was a mistake. It's tempting. Because I imagine breaking that sword, if that's even possible, would have a pretty noticeable impact on her, like, damage output. But I expect her second phase would still attack just as, like, she'd probably get the sword back for the second phase. So let's just play it a little safer. One more try. Catch. Ow. No, we're doing this again, huh? Stop it. It's so many swings in a row. Poke, poke, poke. Ow. Yikes. Taking more hits than I need to be. Yikes! Ah! The timing for that always throws me off. And then she throws me off the sword. Really shouldn't have stuck around for that one, but it worked out fine. Nice. Also nice. No. Ow. Stop zapping me with electricity. There will be plenty of time for that in your next phase. Oh boy. Poof. Very out of stamina. Boy, you just love doing this stuff on loop, huh? Poof. No. No to all that. Haha. I thought you might have a little tricksy move. Enough of these enemies have started having tricksy moves when I stagger them. Yikes. Boy, learning the timing for that dodge is going to be tough. Okay. Chill. Yowza. You're so intense. All the time. This is gonna hurt. Please calm down. Where'd you... Oh. Nope. Come on. Catch. Whew. Oh, no heals left. That's fun.
The arm
No.
of God will awaken soon.
Okay, she might take a couple more tries, potentially. What say we give that a shot next time? Just in case it takes more than like 2. Probably won't, but, you know, just in case. Take care, all of you, and I'll see you next time for that. Goodbye.